Hey, what's up? Check it out. Sometimes I get bored at work or bored at home and I make weird little things out of random trash I have. So, what I have here is a piece of a straw I've cut, a piece of paracord, part of a thumbtack, part of a Black and Mild, a lighter, and a pair of scissors. So, what we're going to do is take your paracord and you want to pull the center out of it. So, you need to cut both ends. This one's already done. Inside is some little strings in there, and you can use those for other stuff, but take and pull that stuff out, and what you're left with is this little tube, and it'll fray on an end. What you want to do is tie a knot in this and move the knot right up to behind where it frays, just a hair before it. And then I've also got a little piece of fishing line here too. This is just a little piece of fishing string I've got. So now that you've done that, what you want to do is take the part that's fraying here and spread it out and mash it kind of flat like that. Take your lighter after you've mashed this out a little bit, and start to twist it in a circle and light the edges. And they'll start to melt together as they get closer down. You can flatten it out too, just don't burn yourself. Once you've done that, take and clip your paracord a little bit below where you were at, and fray it just a little bit again, but not a lot this time. And take your straw you have and kind of burn the tip a little bit, and kind of like crimp it as best you can to make it cone inwards. And put this in the piece of paracord. And this paracord's like sold at the Dollar Tree. It's nothing that's expensive. Then once your paracord's in there, take your scissors or your straws inside of the paracord, clip your straw. Take your lighter and proceed to melt those two together at the bottom. While it's really hot, take your scissors and close that gap some. And keep heating that until you can get it to almost fully close there. And what you want to do is take your thumbtack, heat the end of it up pretty hot, then shove it right through the center of that. Then what you want to do is take your fishing line, I just have a little piece here about as long as my finger, and bend it in half. It's pretty thick fishing line though. You bend it in half, use your lighter to burn it right there, and with this kind of fishing line it doesn't really have that hard of a time melting together. So then what you want to do is take this thing in your hand and melt the end of your fishing line just a little bit, and then stick it right in the center. Then clip your fishing line ends to an appropriate length. There should be two sticking out. And melt them at the very tips just a little bit, and then come off to the side and melt them sideways just a hair. And you can even pull them a little bit to make them curl. Then what you want to do is take the piece of Black and Mild plastic and cut a flat spot off of it, and then trim it to look how you want it to look, or how much overtime you have wherever you're doing this, and heat the end of it. And this will melt pretty decently without dripping. You can leave it burning just a sec, then blow it out and stick it right onto the paracord. And you can do that with another piece. To give yourself leaves. And then you have a flower that you've made, and I'll put a picture of a couple more.